that's no good, is it? Where's my face? My valuable face! Where's my face? My valuable face! Hang on. Shush you. Good to know my audio is working though. Where's the thing? There's the thing. Hello! How is everyone? Hope you're having a good night, or day, whatever time it is in your part of the world. I am Scruffy Matt, and this is Scruffy's Retro Corner, looking back on the games of yesteryear. Not sure if this one qualifies as retro. It's been out a fair while now. What year did it come out in? 2010, so it's almost 12 years old at this point. So yeah, that probably counts as retro, doesn't it? I don't know. How do we determine what counts as retro at this point? 'Tis a mystery. Anyway, I'm running a little late tonight. I apologize for that. That'll do. Yeah. Okay. So this game is pretty much the official sequel to the movie trilogy, if you're a fan. I don't know if it's officially official. Maybe we'll just call it unofficially official. It does have Christopher Lloyd back as the voice of Doc Brown. Michael J. Fox was unable to play the role of Marty for the most part. So they found a new actor who does a brilliant job with it. I don't remember if any of the rest of the cast, like Leah Thompson or Tom Wilson, come back to play those parts. But, yeah, I guess we'll see what happens anyway. So I don't think there's much to say about it. Let's just start. So this is a Telltale game, and due to their, usual tradition, this game takes place in chapters. So I figure we'll do one chapter a week to get through it. So it'll be a 5-week stream. Yay! Give you guys some nice cliffhanger tension to hang on to. Also, I am running a bit late tonight. I apologize for that. I spent a large chunk of the day out taking part in a Pokemon Go event, catching lots of Pokemon. I did get a decent Buzzwole. I think this is probably the best one I caught throughout the day. I love this big doofus. He's just so ridiculous. I remember the first time I saw him being very, very nervous. But yeah, especially after seeing him in the anime, I just enjoy his dopiness. Oh, come on. How long is this going to take? Probably should have started this earlier, shouldn't I? Oh well. I wonder if this music's going to get me a copyright claim when I stick it up on the YouTubes. I bet it will. We can't play it without it, though. I mean, this music's iconic. Hence, probably why it'll be copyright claimed. So, chat, what have you been up to? Stuff? Things? I have a complicated relationship with stuff and things. I like stuff, but I hate things. long do we give this before we just give up and play something else? This could be an issue. This could be an issue. Come on, game. I had plans tonight. Important plans. This does not seem to be progressing at all, does it? Alright. What if Sir were to press cancel? If you stop syncing, your Xbox console will have incomplete data for your game or app. Whatever. I'll deal with the consequences later. I've got a game to show off. Alright, so we obviously will begin with Chapter 1. It's about time. Nice little double meaning title. New game. Before we begin, would you like to see notifications when Marty has an ego? Sure. Now, as I recall, the game starts off with a nice little bit of nostalgia.
All right, I'm ready.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Emmett Brown. I'm standing on the parking lot at Twin Pines Mall. It's Saturday morning, October 26th, 1985, 1:18 a.m. And this is temporal experiment number 1. Come on, Heine. Hey, boy, get in there. That'll be. In you go. Get down. Get your seatbelt on. That's it.
Whoa. Okay.
Please note that Einstein's clock is in precise synchronization with my control watch. Got it?
Right, check, Doc.
Good. Have a good trip, Einstein. Watch your head.
You got that thing hooked up to the car?
Watch this.
Yeah, okay. Got it.
Not me. The
I
car.
love
the
these
car.
movies. I really have to watch them again. Quite possibly my favorite movie trilogy.
If my calculations are correct, when this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit. Watch this, watch this.
Hello, Sacred Stump. Yes. Oh. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the new Monkey Island game.
What did I tell you? 88 miles per hour!
I still haven't gotten
Temporal
to...
displacement occurred at exactly 1:20 a.m.
Don't want to
and
interrupt the
0
doc.
seconds.
Yeah, I am looking forward to Return to Monkey Island, despite not being a huge fan of the new graphics style. But, yeah, I haven't been able to stream Escape from Monkey Island yet. My PC isn't a big fan of it for some reason. Anyway, I'll possibly figure that out eventually. But for now, we're playing Back to the Future! Yay! And obviously, we're going to go with the movie dialogue.
Hot Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, Doc. You disintegrated Einstein.
Calm down, Marty. I didn't disintegrate anything. The molecular structure of both Einstein and the car are completely intact.
Where the hell are they?
The appropriate question is, when the hell are they? You see, Einstein has just become the world's first time traveler. I sent him into the future. 1 minute into the future, to be exact. and at precisely 1:21 a.m. and 0 seconds, we shall catch up with him and the time machine.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Oh, that's a good price in the UK. I haven't checked what the price is going to be.
If you're going to build
over
a
here.
time machine into a car, why not do it with some style? Besides, the stainless steel construction made the flux dispersal. Look out!
Uh-oh.
Doc?
Huh, that's peculiar.
Where's the car, Doc?
It should have caught up with us 27 seconds ago.
Doc, what happened to Einstein?
No need for concern. It's probably just a minor miscalibration of the time circuits. Marty, could you get my notebook? It should be in the toolbox.
Ooh, sealed container.
What's in the box?
Don't touch that. It's plutonium.
But, plutonium?
How do you think I generated 1.21 gigawatts of power?
It's a great game. Lots of fun. And if you don't want to wait another 4 weeks for me to get through it all on stream, then yeah. If you're tempted by the cliffhanger endings at each chapter, maybe check it out.
Notebook. Got it. Flux capacitor?
That's it.
What the heck's a flux capacitor?
My latest invention. The thing that makes time travel possible. In this notebook, I've detailed the nearly 3 decades of scientific breakthroughs necessary to build a working time machine. If it ever fell into the wrong hands, the consequences could be catastrophic. Let's see. Is mass equals I times Z, and E equals the square root of Z times C squared, and the flux dispersal rate is inversely proportional to the 4th root of N, carry the 9, then...
Doc,
What's
something's way off here. Doc?
Great Scott!
Doc, what is it?
I've made a horrible mistake.
Doc! Doc, no!
I'm sorry, Marty.
Doc, come back! Doc! Doc!
Marty, is everything okay?
Yeah, Mom, it was just a nightmare. I was in the past, and Doc was there.
That sounds
Well,
like
you're
Leah
safe and
Thompson.
sound now, back in good old 1986. But you'd better get up. Your father's waiting for you.
Huh?
Weren't you going to meet him over at Doc's?
Holy crap, I'm late.
The more things change, the more they stay the same. Yeah, I think that sounded like Leah Thompson. Not sure if it actually is her, though, voicing Lorraine. So, 1986. They have finally progressed past the year that the original trilogy was set in. What time is it over there in the UK Sacred Stomp? I've got a good friend who's on holiday over there at the moment, wondering what time it is for them. May May 14th, 1986.
Dad, are we too late to stop the sale?
Better late than never. You wouldn't believe how much rare stuff there is back here.
That's Doc's stuff. The city has no right to.
Now, son, I know you're upset, but your friend's been gone for months, and the city really seems hell-bent on using his land for that new parking garage. And, hey, is that a first edition Jules Verne?
It's just not fair. But at least things can't get any worse.
You had to tempt fate.
Hey, Marty.
Hi, Biff.
Come to see if the old crackpot had any buried treasure?
That does sound like Tom Wilson.
I guess I'm just remembering.
Before we do anything else, can I turn on subtitles? I do like me some subtitles. Yes, please.
A fish tank? I never knew Doc raised fish. Doc's fish had weird taste in decor. I kind of like Doc. I miss Einstein.
Don't we all?
I wonder why Doc didn't take any of these with him.
Let's talk to dear old Dad, shall we?
Hey, Dad. Who's running this sale anyway?
Oh, that'd be me, son.
You? Why?
Well, once it became apparent that the bank was going through with the sale, I volunteered to oversee it in order to make sure that Doc's stuff would be treated with a modicum of respect. Isn't that right, Biff?
You got it, Mr. McFly.
I'm telling you, this sale is a joke. Doc's only been gone for a few months, and I happen to know.
Yes, you've told us he's not dead. He's on a trip. Let's say you're right. Have you considered that this trip may not have been entirely voluntary? I hate to say it, but Doc's run up some pretty sizable debts around town. Maybe he's just hiding from his creditors.
You got Doc wrong. Sure, maybe he's not so good with money. That's just because his mind's always on bigger things. But he's still a straight-up guy. He'd never run away from his problems.
Well, you know him better than I do, son. But the bank is within its rights to sell off his stuff. Maybe you should try to find some things to remember him by before Biff grabs them all.
Yeah, that's actually good advice.
What's Biff doing here? He wasn't a friend of Doc's.
It's a public sale, Marty. Everyone's allowed. Even Biff.
I had a dream.
Do you think dreams can predict the future?
Well, you know I don't go in for that mystical stuff, but I do think they can reflect how you're feeling about the future. What did you dream?
Oh, just weird stuff about Doc.
Well, that's understandable, don't you think?
I guess, but I feel like it was telling me something.
Okay.
I'll keep looking around. Thanks, Dad. It took me forever to repair this thing after I blew it out last time, and now some jerk's gonna pick it up for pennies.
No, I am... Alright, maybe I should turn off the hints. Don't rush me, game. I'll do it in my own time.
Let's make some noise.
Does nature contrive it so that even with a time machine, you can intervene to prevent your own conception, for example?
Alright, the dog feeder.
Hey, let me!
Now, Biff, leave Marty alone. This is a very emotional time for him.
Oh, sure. Sorry, Marty.
Doc built this model at downtown Hill Valley way back in 1955. The clock tower in the courthouse even works. What the? Is that Doc's notebook in there?
Hey, that looks just like the courthouse. You gotta hand it to the old coot. He was good with his hands.
Biff, can I see that a minute?
This would look great in my fish tank. Give the old carp something new to nibble on.
You know, you and my folks go way back.
Yeah? So?
So how about letting me have that model courthouse, for old time's sake?
I think I'll keep it.
Give it here, Biff.
Well, well, looky what we have here. Looks like plans for something. What's a flux catheter?
It's none of your business. Doc asked me to...
Brown's worm food, kid. But this looks like it might be worth something.
Well, this isn't good, is it? Could potentially lead to Back to the Future 2 all over it.
Hey, let me try, Marty.
Now, Biff, let Marty have his turn.
You got it, Mr. McFly. Enough of that junk.
You're a junk.
Now, Biff.
Sorry, Marty.
Hey, Biff. I just can't let you keep that notebook. It's dangerous.
What, is it set to explode or something?
Well, in a way.
I'll take my chances.
I only want that notebook because, well, I'm sentimental. It's like a piece of Doc.
Doc's dead. Time to get over it and move on.
This guy hasn't changed that much, has he?
It's just a notebook with Doc's scribblings. What did Doc ever accomplish?
Nothing.
Then it's worthless, right?
If it was really worthless, you wouldn't want it so bad.
That notebook wouldn't mean anything to you. You wouldn't even understand what's in it.
You calling me ignorant?
Yes. Yes, I am.
I'll pay you for it.
How much? Not enough.
Fine.
Never mind.
Maybe I got something in my inventory that will... Oh no, that's help. I don't want help. It's been months since anyone's heard from Doc Brown. Despite Marty's protests, the city has moved forward with the state proceedings and is auctioning off his belongings. Spurred on by his nightmare, Marty finds Doc's hidden notebook, only to have it yanked away by Biff Tannen. Marty must retrieve the notebook before Tannen discovers the secrets of time travel. Ooh. What's the inventory button?
Looks like a hand crank lightning rod, or maybe a lightning powered pencil sharpener.
I wouldn't put it past Doc to make a lightning powered pencil sharpener. Hang on.
Hey, Dad, why's my guitar got a price tag on it?
Sorry, son. Must have been an overzealous clerk. Just pick it up. I'll iron things out with the bank.
There we go. Inventory.
It may not look like much, but it packs a wallop. I keep this picture of my dad to remind me that even the most hopeless losers can grow up to be pretty cool guys.
Aw, that's really nice. Also, it feels like just a hint of, maybe Chekhov's gun or foreshadowing or something like that. All right, guitar. I think we need to plug it into the amp. Yes.
Here's an oldie, but a goodie. 1, 2, 3.
Hey, look, it's Chuck Butthead. Let me show you how it's done.
Now, Biff, I think that's Marty's guitar.
Gosh, you're right, Mr. McFly. Oh, here you go, Marty. Let's hear a few licks. Man, you kids have ruined rock and roll.
Eesh.
Now that is a dangerous amp.
Okay, how do I lure him over here?
Hey, Dad.
Oh.
That notebook is Doc's legacy. I've got an obligation to protect it.
Now, hold on a minute. Didn't you just get done telling me Doc's still around? Off traveling somewhere?
Yeah?
Then how is it your obligation to protect his legacy? You can't have it both ways, Marty. If Doc's alive, he can protect his own legacy.
Speaking of protecting your own stuff.
About Biff. Dad, I know you're trying to help.
He talks a big game, son, but he's not so tough. I've been dealing with him a long time. Believe me, I can handle him.
So can I.
I guess you can. Okay, son, I'll stay out of your way, but you know where to find me.
I'll keep looking around. Thanks, Dad. And now, something your kids are really gonna like.
Thanks for warming them up for me, Butthead. Now watch me blow the lid off this joint.
Whatever you say.
Whoa!
Rock on, Biff.
Oh, shit.
Doc, where are you?
Something's happening! Yeah, it's the car! Which seems very odd, considering that we saw it smashed into pieces at the end of the third movie. Oops. Well, let's have a quick look at that notebook, shall we?
This notebook has all of Doc's plans for the flux capacitor and the DeLorean. I'd better make sure it never falls into the wrong hands. By wrong hands, I mostly mean Biff.
Yeah.
Doc? Einstein!
Einstein!
Where do you come from, boy? Didn't you bring Doc with you?
I love this music. Alright, time circuit's on. Let's at least try to find out
Looks
where
like
it
the
wants
time
us.
circuits still work. Now I only need to know when to look for Doc. I can use those to enter a date into the time circuits. I can use those to enter a date into the time circuits.
Marty?
Ah!
Marty, if you're hearing this test recording, then the DeLorean's automatic retrieval feature is a resounding success.
Automatic retrieval?
In case of my failure to return to the DeLorean within an allotted time, I programmed the time machine to jump to these four-dimensional coordinates without me. As you are well aware, time travel is an inherently risky activity, and despite my elaborate precautions, there's always a possibility that I could land in trouble sometime, and that sometime is now, or then, or maybe later.
He's in trouble.
Marty, you come to my rescue in the past, or was it the future? Anyway, I'm relying on you to do it again. Please take the DeLorean back, or forward, to whatever it is I'm stuck in time. When you get there, I'm sure you'll figure out what to do.
That's it? Aren't you gonna tell me when that is?
Just go to the date specified on the time circuit readout under the heading marked Last Time Departed. Good luck.
Right. Last time departed. Oh, jeez. Come on. Crap! Oh, great. How am I supposed to find him now?
Nice to see that piece of the time circuits being actually used for plot. As I recall, there wasn't a huge amount of using it for this kind of thing in the movie trilogy.
Okay, Doc, I know I haven't seen you in a few months, but I'm pretty sure this isn't your shoe. I probably shouldn't fiddle with the time circuits again until I know when to look for Doc.
Oh.
What kind of trouble is Doc in, Einie?
Okay, that's good intel.
This time-traveling shoe is my only clue to finding Doc. What do you know about this shoe, Einie? Great Scott! I think he's onto something.
Hey, that's not your catchphrase.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Is this supposed to lead me to Doc, Einie?
Ooh, arcade.
Starbase Zero. I hope you fixed the Wild Gunman machine. What kind of trouble is Doc in, Einie? Couldn't Doc have invented a dog translator?
Yeah, I don't think he ever did actually do that, not even in the cartoon series.
I see you sneaking into that liquor store, young man!
Wow. Oh no, we got some lag happening here.
Away from the door! Now, let me get a look at you.
Einstein, come on!
Just as I suspected. Hooligans! Get along now! Scat!
I'm not a hooligan, ma'am. I'm a teenager.
I wasn't born yesterday, young man. Aren't you the miscreant who skateboards through the town square every morning between 8 and 8:30 in a decidedly unpunctual manner?
Yeah?
All skateboarders are hooligans. It's a fact. Look it up.
Oh, she's got your number, Marty.
E. Strickland? You aren't related to Vice Principal Strickland, are you, ma'am?
Not that it's any of your business, but I'm his sister, Edna. Oh, and you're one of those McFly slackers, aren't ya?
Yes, what's old man Strick? I mean, what else has your brother been saying about me?
Nothing I couldn't have deduced from myself, slacker. State your business, child. You're making me miss Merv.
Well, see, that's the thing. I'm not sure why I'm here. Einstein here brought me, and...
Well?
Can you let me in? I've got something to show you.
What is it? Let me see.
Let's give her this.
I don't think that picture's gonna do anything but confuse people.
Oh, but I like confusing people.
I've already got a dictaphone. Go peddle your wares elsewhere. What now?
I do like to annoy people.
What's that?
It's, private.
Well, so am I! What now?
I'm sewing these fine leather jackets. Alright, fine.
A shoe? Now what would I want with a... Huh? Stay there! Leave that creature outside!
Sorry, Einstein.
He's a good boy.
Well, took you long enough.
There's a lot of stairs.
To return the shoe, I mean. I lost it ages ago. You can put it down next to the other one. Much better. So neat and orderly. I suppose you'll be wanting some sort of reward now.
No,
All I've got is tea and candy.
But...
I'm sorry I called you a hooligan. I try not to jump to conclusions, but after all, 9 out of 10 people in this city are hooligans. It's a fact. Look it up.
Well, looks like you do have the material for looking stuff up here.
Have a seat, Sonny. Hey! You kids! Put out those cigarettes!
Well, this is fun, isn't it?
Oh, I wouldn't do that if I were you. Ms. Pretty Whiskers is very particular about who handles her food.
Miss Pretty Whiskers.
Is that Vice Principal Strickland?
Mother never could keep little Gerald out of her clothes.
I love that.
What are these?
My editorial trophies.
Cat Lovers Quarterly.
It's legitimate journalism.
Sure.
Miss Strickland, about your tea. You forgot to turn on the...
You! It's spelled with a U! You illiterate vandal!
She's telling off spray painters for not being able to spell.
Don't touch those! My newspapers are in pristine condition and meticulously organized. Not about to let some street punk get jam all over them.
I don't have jam, and I thought you just decided I wasn't a hooligan.
Mind if I take a look?
Go ahead, dear.
Man, these are powerful. I could see Biff going into the video store.
You wouldn't believe the filth that boy watches. Yeah, he's nothing but an out-of-control hedonist, just like his father.
Actually, I would believe
If
that.
there's a clue to find a doc out there, I'm not seeing it. I don't even know where to start looking. Miss Strickland?
Jack! Diane! I know what you're doing behind that tree!
Or maybe you should write a little ditty about
Yes?
it. See what I did there? See what I did there? Little ditty about Jack and Diane. Let's continue the game.
Do you remember when you lost your shoe?
Shoe?
That shoe over there.
Oh, that shoe! Huh. Aye, what a nosy Nelly! No one likes a busybody, you know.
But
Oh, fine, let me think
Kettle.
about it.
Black.
Yes, I remember. I lost it in a scuffle with a dog. Oh, when was it? Oh, yes, the day that speakeasy burned down.
a speakeasy in Hill Valley?
Don't act so surprised, young man. Your generation doesn't hold a copyright on moral depravity, you know. Sin has been on the prowl in Hill Valley since the day it was founded.
Wow, a speakeasy. That must have been wild. Is it true they used to drink gin out of slippers like my grandma said?
Don't romanticize the past, young man. Prohibition was a time when gangsters ruled the town while honest citizens quaked in their beds.
So where was it? That speakeasy that burned down, I mean.
That was ages ago. If you're looking for bootleg hooch.
No, I'm just curious, that's all. I'm a student of history.
Student of history, my Aunt Fanny. Yeah, your generation of hooligans and slackers could give two ripe figs about history.
Miss Strickland?
Oh, video store!
Huh?
The speakeasy used to be hidden in plain sight down there in the town square. Right where that disgusting videotape rental store squats today.
So the video store building must have gone up after the speakeasy burned down.
The following year, as I recall.
What's with all these newspapers?
This is my personal archive. I've got every issue of the Hill Valley Telegraph ever published.
Get out. Every single issue?
From 1871 to the present. If it happened in Hill Valley, you'll find it in my stacks.
1871? How did she get all the way back then? She's not that old.
I guess somewhere in these stacks there must be an article about the speakeasy burning down.
Naturally. I probably wrote it myself. I was quite a reporter back in the day.
Any idea what date that article came out?
Well, obviously the day after the speakeasy burned down.
Obviously.
Doing some stargazing?
No, I set my sights on lower things. Is that? Tim Tannen! Get away from that hubcap before I call your father!
Oh, please. Her father probably got her doing it.
Don't let me keep you from your business.
You there! Don't even think about tossing that Kleenex on the ground!
I mean, I'm all for, talking down witterbugs. Ew.
Rebuilt in February 1932. So the fire must have happened before then. But when? I need a date.
Don't look at me. I'm far too old for you.
Unclean. Alright, so I need to look in newspapers.
I told you not to touch those.
Right. Okay, we can probably lure her into the kitchen if we get the kettle going.
I'm not leaving until I find Doc somewhere in those newspapers. That tea's never gonna boil.
Okay. How can I simulate a kettle whistle? Ah, that might do it.
Man, she keeps it hot in here.
That's the kettle. I'll be right back with some tea. And don't touch anything.
I am now immediately going to proceed to touch things.
Let's see. Ground broken on site of former speakeasy. Singer vanishes. Hill Valley Expo delights crowd. Soup kitchen exposed.
A lot
Here
of
we go.
foreshadowing.
Speakeasy arsonist slain. Legal procedure gave way to old-fashioned vengeance last night when a mob descended on the Hill Valley police station. The suspect in the speakeasy arson case, a drifter known as Carl Sagan, was pulled from his... Carl Sagan? It's
Oh
Doc!
dear.
Killed by a mob. What's the date? June 14th, 1931. Jeez, I gotta rescue him.
Whoops.
My newspapers!
Sorry, Miss Strickland. Let me...
No! You've gotten my history out of order! Oh, do you know how long it'll take to fix what you've done?
No comment.
Get out! Get out! Get out! Help! Police! I'm being attacked by hooligans!
Well, that was fun, wasn't it? We got the intel we needed. Marty's dressed appropriately. Oh, and we got to annoy an old lady.
Marty! Where you been, son? And what are you doing in that getup?
Let's see how much attention he's paying. Because as I recall, the date that we're currently in is May.
It's a costume. Tonight's the big Halloween party.
Halloween party? In May?
He's paying attention.
Never mind, you don't have to explain. I'm sure whatever it is you're up to, you know what you're doing, right?
I hope so.
Hey, sometimes you gotta go out on a limb for the ones you love, right? Wish my dad had understood that. You won't stay away too long.
You'll barely know I was gone.
George McFly is
Ready
a
to
cool
go,
dude.
Einstein?
Now, anyway. Time circuits on.
Time circuits on.
Yes,
Flux
that's what I just
capacitor,
said.
Fluxy. Okay, if Doc's gonna get killed on June 14th, 1931, I'll just show up the day before and get him out. I hope you know what you're doing, Doc.
Man, I love this music. Uh-oh. Car of the future, Hill Valley Exposition. The perfect hiding place.
Einstein, where'd you go now, boy?
The 30s. It was the 1930s, wasn't it, that we came to? 1931, I think. Careful.
Young man! Excuse me, young man!
Who, me?
You're the only man in the street, and I'm looking for a man-in-the-street reaction. Naturally, you know about the explosion that destroyed this illegal gin establishment.
I read about it, yeah.
What's your opinion of Carl Sagan, the stranger who single-handedly did what the law has been unable to do for 10 long years, namely, rid Hill Valley of the scourge of liquor?
You can mark me down as a supporter.
The young man said, flashing a boyish yet virile grin. Hill Valley needs more upstanding youths like yourself. Do you have a message for the vicious gangsters who still roam these streets, no doubt plotting to corrupt our citizens with another den of booze, sin, and debauchery?
Yeah, tell him, go ahead, make my day.
Make your day what? Never mind. I'll play around with it and see if I can come up with something better. Mr. May I get your name?
Yeah, it's...
Well, I think we're going to be stuck with this for the entire game, so let's make it a good one.
Michael Corleone.
Thank you for sharing your candid opinions, Mr. Corleone. Edna Strickland, Hill Valley Herald.
I know, I met you back. I'm familiar with your work.
You read my column? How sweet! I know it's just an etiquette column, but I believe it'll lead to bigger and better... Oh!
Einstein, no, down, boy.
Is this wretched creature yours? He assaulted me once before.
What's got into you?
Aggressive dogs must be kept on leash at all times. It's the law. Look it up.
Doc, I gotta find Doc.
She hasn't changed that much in, 50 odd years? Oh, run button. Nice.
Hey, can I get some moose?
What does this look like? A hunting lodge?
That's not what I was aiming at, but okay.
You gonna buy anything?
No.
Then get out, bum.
Rude.
I guess this is where the speakeasy burned down. How'd Doc ever get mixed up in that? Gale, Zemeckis, and Fine. Attorneys at law.
Zemeckis and
No
Gale.
solicitors. Bank of Italy? Sisters of Mercy Soup Kitchen. Come for the soup, stay for the salvation.
Foreshadowing.
Hill Valley Police Station. Cripes, this place looks old, even for 1931. Psst, Doc!
Marty!
Doc!
There he
What are you
is!
doing here?
You sent for me, Doc.
I did? When?
May 14th, 1986.
1980? The automatic retrieval system. Of course. I'd almost forgotten about that.
So what's our plan for getting you out of here?
Plan? We don't need a plan.
We don't.
Not in the slightest. The police picked me up for that speakeasy fire a couple of weeks ago, but the DA hasn't got a case. They're releasing me tomorrow morning.
So basically, I traveled 50 years into the past to deliver your car?
Sorry about that, but it's so wonderful to see you. We have a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah, you might want to hold off on that, Doc.
Great Scott! I'm going to be gunned down by gangsters on the steps of the courthouse.
Why would they do that?
Guess they didn't approve of my burning down their speakeasy.
Very funny, Doc. Maybe now we should come up with a plan?
A plan, right. But what?
Oh.
Why don't we tell the authorities?
Tell them what? That my friend from the future has proof that I'll be murdered tomorrow? They'd ship us both off to the loony bin. And trust me, you don't want to see the inside of a 1931 insane asylum.
Yeah, probably not.
Why don't I take the DeLorean, go back in time before you were arrested, and stop you from getting caught in the first place?
Don't even think about it. Without my unjust incarceration, the events that sent you into the past might never happen, resulting in a paradox of continuum-shattering proportions.
Jeez, we've been back together for 5 minutes, Doc, and you're already talking about the end of the universe. I've missed that.
Don't be ridiculous, Marty. I was only referring to the end of the universe as we know it.
Hey, maybe I could talk to the gangsters. Tell them they're about to shoot the wrong guy.
I don't think the criminals of this era are going to be very receptive to a complete stranger telling them that their secret assassination plan is misguided, do you?
He's got a point.
Why don't we try to tough it out? Now that we know what's coming, maybe we sneak it past the gangsters with a bulletproof vest or something.
That might work with 1 or 2 bullets, but from the looks of this article, it appears that I'm going to be mowed down in a hail of Tommy gun fire that rendered the innocent stranger little more than a puppy mass of bones and gristle.
Who writes like that?
According to the byline, one Edna Strickland.
I should have guessed. Well, I suppose I could just get some dynamite and break you out of jail.
No, that's far too dangerous. Not just to me, but to random innocent people in the past. The repercussions could be... That's it!
What's it?
My rocket-powered drill.
You have a rocket-powered drill?
Not yet. I haven't built it yet.
You've lost me, Doc.
Listen, a few months ago, my 17-year-old self sent in a patent application for a rocket-powered drill. I abandoned the project after I never heard back from the patent office, but the prototype should be nearly complete.
Great, I'll just run back to your lab and...
No, I said nearly complete. You'll need me to help you finish it.
How the hell am I supposed to sneak a half-finished rocket-powered drill into your cell?
Not me. 1931 me.
Wait a minute, Doc. You want me to convince your 1931 self to build a rocket-powered drill to break you out of jail?
Precisely.
I love this series.
Won't talking to yourself cause, irreparable damage to the space-time continuum or something?
It should be fine. I've already invented the idea of the rocket drill. You've just got to goad my younger self into finishing the prototype.
How am I supposed to convince your younger self to finish the rocket drill? Just tell him I need to break his older self out of jail?
Absolutely not. Whatever you do, you can't tell my younger self anything about time travel. I won't come up with the inspiration for the flux capacitor for another 24 years.
Then what am I supposed to...
Just be your charming self. From what I remember, I'm a pretty easygoing kid, so enlisting me in a scientific adventure should be a piece of cake.
Yeah.
Okay, let's say I go along with this crazy idea. Where can I find you? I mean, the other you.
How should I know? It was over 50 years ago. Why don't you go over to the soup kitchen next door and give my house a call? They'll know where to find me.
Soup kitchen. Got it.
Just stay away from the soup. It'll cause irreparable damage to your digestive system.
Oh yeah, very convincing.
I guess I better get started. Don't worry, Doc. I'll get you out of here in no time.
I'm not worried. Once you and my younger self put your heads together, you'll be unstoppable.
Guess there's nothing back this way. Alright, well, let's take his advice and start at the soup kitchen. Which is apparently under new management. Does that man look a little familiar?
McFly!
Biff?
Here we go
Kid.
again.
Grandpa?
That's Mr. Tannen to you, Artie. What are you doing out here?
Well, I was getting kind of hungry, so I figured I'd come down here for some free soup.
Just thought I'd come down for some soup. Think, McFly. The DA's throwing around subpoenas like Babe Ruth.
I don't think Ruth's a pitcher anymore.
Shut it. If one of those subpoenas landed in the hands of my number cruncher, I'd be in a whole lot of trouble. I could even get sent up the river. You wouldn't want that, would you?
Would you?
Would you?
No, of course not, kid.
All right. That's better. What are you looking at, punk?
Keep your eyes on the soup, kid.
Well?
Well, what?
What are you still doing here?
Sorry, kid. I'll just run back to the safe house.
You do that. And McFly,
Yes?
that hat's too flashy. You better let me hold on to it. Now scram!
You got it, boss.
And don't come out until I give you the all clear. I swear, if even one of you mooks could add 2 plus 2 without your fingers, I'd that wimp into the lake. Anyway, I'm off to make myself irresistible. Don't let anyone burn down the shop while I'm gone.
Well, I think we found the new speakeasy. Also, do you think McFly Senior is going to have to do kids' homework for him? I think he's going to have to do his homework for him.
I better not talk to him. I don't want to mess up his timeline.
Can we mess up this guy's timeline?
Okay. Hey, never mind.
Cue ball. Okay, that's cute. Phone.
Brown residence?
Hi. Do you know where I could find Emmett Brown?
Young Master Brown is currently tending to his clerking duties at the courthouse. Who may I say is calling?
The courthouse? Doc never told me you worked at the courthouse. There's no way I'm gonna keep that door open without some help.
The kitchen's for management only, rummy.
Whoa!
Well, we got his attention at least.
What are those tables for?
We keep a few extra tables around for our end-of-the-month hobo soirees.
No?
Okay. Hey, never mind. Nice rack.
Yeah, we got all kinds of culinary enhancements back there.
Today's soup, cabbage. You know what? I'm not sure I actually want some soup after all.
Looks like these pipes go into the basement.
Probably useful knowledge for, the future. Alright, so courthouse. That's just over here, isn't it? Is he looking at birds?
Hey, how you doing, Einie?
No advice or anything? Okay. Fine. I'll do it all myself. As usual. Oh!
Don't touch those! These are very sensitive legal documents. Nobody is supposed to handle them but sworn officers of the court. Judge Brown says so.
Judge Brown? Doc. Nice to meet you. I'm Michael, Corleone.
Emmett Brown, but I am a law clerk, not a doctor. Now please get out of my way. I have important business to transact.
What did Doc say about him being an easygoing kid?
I don't need to go in there anymore.
But think of all the wacky and wild adventures you could have in there, Marty. The wacky and wild adventures. Where did Emmett go?
Hey, how you doing, Einie?
Oh, there he is.
Listen, Emmett, you don't know me, but I'm your friend.
I'm not big on friends. They get in the way of work.
So, Emmett, what time are you through with work?
Depends. On weeknights, Pop sometimes keeps me in the office till 9.
9 at night? But today's Saturday.
Right. So I probably won't get off before 10.
Yeesh.
What's this important business you're up to?
It's a legal matter. Very complicated, very abstruse. I need to obtain 5 sets of initials on every copy of this writ of indemnification before before Judge Brown can even think of granting a waiver to the party in the first part.
You have no idea what it's about, do you?
That's how important it is.
How about you knock off work early and I'll buy you a beer, or soda. What do you say?
Don't try to tempt me from my duty with sugary beverages. Keeping the wheels of justice turning, that's my one passion in life. Besides, if I left before 8, my pop would kill me.
Sounds like you're a little scared of your father.
Scared of my father? Pop is the most learned, just, incorruptible judge that Hill Valley has ever seen. The only people scared of Judge Brown are people with a dark secret to hide. And I don't have a dark secret to hide.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Doc. Emmett, drop the Legal Eagle Act. I got something more important for you to do.
Mr. Corleone, I'll have you know that the law is the very mortar that holds society together. And we in the legal profession are like brick masons building the edifice of the future.
Your dad tell you that?
Every morning.
Listen, I understand you're working on a new invention in your lab.
Invention? You must have me mixed up with somebody else. I'm in law. I have absolutely no interest in science.
Come on, wait up a minute.
You again? Can't you see I'm busy?
See, I'm sort of in the science business myself. That's why I sought you out.
Not that I care in the least, because science is the furthest thing from my own area of interest, which is law, but I don't believe you.
It's true. I'm a scientist.
So tell me something, Mr. Scientist, from your vast storehouse of scientific knowledge.
The leg bone's connected to the thigh bone?
Very
Amazing.
convincing.
Okay, so you don't want your old man to know. That's fine. Listen, we all keep secrets. But I'm telling you, you can level with me about this science project of yours.
I am not a scientist. Go ahead, ask me what E equals.
What does E equal?
I have absolutely no idea. See? I don't know where you got your information from about me, mister, but you're wrong, wrong, wrong.
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
Come on, you can trust me, Doc. Emmett, it's your future I'm looking out for, in more ways than one.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about you and science.
Oh, that word again! If you insinuate I'm a scientist once more, I'll sue you for defamation of character!
Americans. Alright. Do I have anything here that might help? Probably shouldn't show that to him. Like Doc said, he's not going to invent time travel for another 24 years. Tape recorder, phone number.
Brown Estate, Klondike 51038. Hey, how you doing, Einie?
Einstein, you are not being terribly helpful. Maybe Doc will be able to give us an idea. Oh dear. Oh damn. Those camera angles are not very good.
Psst, Doc!
Marty, have you found my younger self yet?
Well, I met your younger self.
Great.
And I gotta say, you're kind of uptight.
What?
You won't even talk to me.
I find that hard to believe. Tell me what happened.
I tried asking him about your rocket drill, but he says he's not a scientist.
What? What? Father.
What's he got to do with this?
In 1931, I was still deathly afraid of my father discovering the truth about my scientific predilections, so I carefully kept them under wraps, practicing science at odd hours, away from his prying eyes.
That sucks.
It sucked a lot. Fortunately, I eventually stood up to him, but right now, my younger self probably thinks you've been sent by my father to check up on me.
What do I do to convince Teen Doc that I'm not a spy?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Why does your younger self mutter all the time?
Muttering? Why would I be muttering? I never mutter unless... The Hill Valley Expo!
The Expo?
Yes, the Expo. How could I have forgotten? In a few months, younger me will put on a demonstration at the Hill Valley Exposition, my first public foray into the world of science. Everyone in town will be there, including a number of noted inventors who shaped my career.
So, it was a big success?
No, it was a miserable failure, but it was a spectacularly miserable failure. One which marked my transition from an amateur garage scientist into a professional seeker of truth.
What does this expo have to do with you muttering all the time?
When I was younger, I used to relieve stress by working on complex mathematical conundrums. No doubt my younger self is working on some impossible problem in an attempt to work off cerebral steam in the weeks before the exposition. What was I muttering about?
I don't know. H to the something with an inverse of something else. I'm not so good at equations.
That's too bad. I bet if we could solve my younger self's problem, he'd be more inclined to listen to you.
Okay, that sounds like we need the tape recorder.
You know, your younger self seems really dedicated to the law.
It's a facade, I assure you. I had to keep up appearances to appease my father.
Let's talk about your younger self's problems later.
Okay, but don't forget we're on a bit of a deadline here.
Hill Valley Police Station. Cripes, this place looks old, even for 1931.
I wasn't done talking to Doc.
Psst, Doc!
Marty, how goes the escape plan?
Where have you been all this time? I missed you.
I've missed you too, Marty. But I thought it was important to let you live your own life for a while, free from the insanity of time travel.
I gotta admit, it was nice to not have my family history blowing up in my face for a few months.
Besides, I've been busy raising my own unpredictable teenagers.
So how are Clara and the kids?
They're fine. Right now we're trying to decide where to send Jules and Vern to college. Clara prefers the 2020s, but I'm partial to the 1960s. We're planning on visiting you and Jennifer in 2011 soon.
Me and Jennifer? In 2011?
Oh, forget I said anything.
Okay, this is the big one we need to ask.
Where'd the DeLorean come from? The last time I saw it had been smashed to pieces by a train.
It's a fantastic story. Do you remember when the DeLorean got struck by lightning in 1955?
Yeah?
Which time?
Unbeknownst to either of us, the lightning produced a temporal duplicate of the time machine, one that was tossed 70 years into the future.
What?
I found out about it during a trip to 2025 and recovered it just in time to stop Griff Tannen from vandalizing the time stream.
Heavy. So that DeLorean...
is for all intents and purposes the exact same machine as the original. Plus or minus little bells and whistles I've added over the years, of course.
Okay. I buy it. Must be the one that got struck by lightning at the end of part 2, I guess. Because it still has the Mr. Fusion.
So, what were you doing in 1931 anyway?
Oh, nothing terribly exciting. Indulging in a little personal nostalgia, picking up a few rare out-of-print books to surprise Clara on her birthday, solving a historical mystery or two. The usual.
The usual? You lead a pretty unusual life, Doc.
It's an unusual universe, Marty.
I hate to tell you, Doc, but your last time departed display is on the fritz.
It is? So how did you find me?
I found one of Edna Strickland's shoes in the DeLorean.
How did one of her shoes get in the DeLorean?
Einstein took it from her.
He did? How strange. Einie almost never attacks people. Not without a good reason, anyway.
Foreshadowing.
How'd you wind up in jail in 1931 anyway?
During my trip to the past, I decided to look into one of Hill Valley's unsolved mysteries.
The fire at the speakeasy.
Exactly. I thought I was safely hidden across the street. But when the fire started, there was a tremendous explosion, and I was knocked unconscious by a stray brick. When I woke up, I was here in jail, charged with arson.
That's horrible.
I know. Worse yet, I still don't know who started the fire.
I do, but I'm not telling.
Guess who I bumped into at the soup kitchen? My grandfather.
No!
Don't worry, I didn't talk to him or change his future or anything.
Good.
I wish I could, though. This era's Tannen is treating him like dirt.
Don't worry. If history plays out as it's supposed to, he'll soon be out from under Kit Tannen's thumb and free to live out his life as a humble accountant with your grandma. What was her name again?
Sylvia.
Right, Sylvia.
What's the story with this kid Tannen jerk anyway?
Biff's father? By this time next year, he'll be pulling down a life sentence in San Quentin. There was even a song about it.
Wait, if Biff will be born in 1938, and Kid will be in prison...
As I recall, he escaped from prison in 1937 for about 3 hours.
That's a busy 3 hours.
No, Kid.
No comment. No comment.
What do you know about Edna Strickland?
Edna, we never really socialized when I was younger. She was a few years older than me, and we traveled in different socioeconomic circles. Why do you ask?
She thinks you're a hero for burning down that speakeasy. She's doing a story on you.
A story? Oh, yes, now I remember. Ask Edna, the etiquette column that doubled as a pro-temperance soapbox. She believed that the consumption of alcohol would inevitably lead to a complete societal breakdown.
Sounds like a fun gal.
You should have seen her when the hippies started showing up in the 60s. She just about lost her mind.
That would explain a lot.
I would have liked to have seen that. Too bad we don't go to the 1960s in this game at all.
I know this really isn't the right time or place, but I found your notebook.
Ah, so that's where I left it. Why'd you bring it here?
Because the bank's selling off all your stuff.
They can't do that.
That's what I keep trying to tell them.
Well, you hold on to it for safekeeping. We'll deal with my financial situation in 1986 after we save me from a grisly death in 1931.
Yeah. Okay, I think that's everything.
Hang in there, Doc.
Not the best choice of words, Marty.
Oh, come on. You're about to be shot to death, not hanged. Oh, here comes the boy. No, that's not... Oh. Wrong button.
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
Sounds like you're a little scared of your father.
Scared of my father? Pop is the most learned,
Sorry.
just, incorruptible judge that Hill Valley has ever seen. The only people scared of Judge Brown are people with a dark secret to hide. And I don't have a dark secret to hide.
Duh.
Emmett, about
Don't
your...
say it. Oh, let's start over. Force equals mass times acceleration force. Oh, think, Emmett, think. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. Oh.
Hi.
That's Newton. But how many Newtons are required to maintain...
Also, because I'm obligated to say it as a Matt Smith fan, bow ties are cool.
So, Doc, does this ring a bell?
Oh, think, Emmett, think. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A.
Good grief. Is that me? I sound so...
Young?
I was going to say intense. I forgot how wound up I used to get.
Yeah, but what are you muttering about?
Oh, that's easy. It's Ivanov's conundrum. Just tell my younger self that H equals a Hamiltonian operator.
Won't giving him the answer mess up the time stream?
Only if it turns out that reality is actually nothing more than a holographic illusion created by the interplay of subatomic particles on a vast two-dimensional membrane.
So...
It'll be fine.
Thanks.
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
Your butt's a federal crime.
Maybe H equals the Hamiltonian operator.
What did you just say?
I said maybe H equals the...
Hamiltonian operator?
Yeah.
Great Scott! If H is the Hamiltonian, then H to the A multiplied by the inverse of H can only be the same as the expectation value for A. That's it! That's the solution to Ivanov's conundrum, the problem I've been wrestling with in my head all week!
I'm sure you would have figured it out by yourself in a day or two. The way you figured out how to build that rocket-powered drill.
Where did you learn so much about science?
I'm assuming Jules Verne hasn't been published yet, but
Well, it's like this.
You know about my rocket power drill? Then there can only be one explanation.
What?
You're from the patent office. I confess I didn't quite know what to expect when I sent the paperwork, but I never expected this. Welcome! I'm at your service. What can I do for you?
Can I see your rocket-powered drill?
Of course, of course. Naturally, it's just a scale model, but it's nearly operational. I can show it to you, say, first thing in the morning?
Nah, that's no good. I need to see a full-size model. That's fully operational. Tonight. Otherwise, we'll have to award the patent to a competing inventor, Dr. McCoy.
It can't be done! I mean, it might be possible to construct a full-size working model in that time frame, but I haven't got the main ingredient for the fuel.
I'll get it for you. What is it?
190 proof grain alcohol. And you know how difficult it is to get a hold of alcohol these days.
Especially now that someone's blown up the speakeasy.
And besides, there's no way I can get off work until I've delivered the subpoena. It's part of the investigation into the business affairs of Kid Tannen. Is it vitally important you see that rocket-powered drill today?
Yes. Is it vitally important you deliver that subpoena today?
Yes!
Listen, I'll help you deliver it, and I'll see to it you get the alcohol you need. It'll help you get that drill finished by tonight. Deal?
Deal. Here's the subpoena.
Arthur McFly? I've got to subpoena my grandpa?
No! Shh! It's Kid Tannen!
Hey, I just saw him at the soup kitchen, yelling at Arthur McFly.
I'm not surprised. Arthur does the books for his business.
What kind of business?
That's what the DA is trying to find out.
Let's go talk to him.
No!
Why not? Kid Tannen can tell us where Arthur's hiding.
Yeah, well, he can also have us fitted for a Chicago overcoat.
Oh, hello. Can I borrow
Nice
this?
bike. Huffy?
Huffy? I'm not huffy. I'm passionate. Passionate about justice, safety, law, and order.
Never mind. Hey, Miss Strickland.
Oh, hello, Mr. Corleone. Try not to draw any undue attention my way. I'm on the trail of a hot new scoop, as we in the newspaper business say.
What's the scoop?
I've heard rumors that something shady is going on at the Sisters of Mercy soup kitchen. It's under new management, you know. And oh, we mustn't jump to any conclusions. Not till the facts are in. I hope to heaven it is just a rumor. That soup kitchen is the front line in the good fight. If it goes bad, what will happen to the Stay Sober Society? Not to mention all the charitable institutions that depend on me for soup deliveries.
You make hot soup deliveries?
It's one of my many small contributions to the good cause. Healthy bodies, healthy souls, or so one hopes. I pick up barrels of hot soup at the kitchen, and I deliver them hither and thither. Hill Valley Orphanage, the St. Francis Xavier Ranch for Unwanted Children, Foggy Mountain Home for the Incurably Insane, Shady Acres Rest Home. Oh, I can barely keep track of them all. It's a very big job.
I hope they like cabbage. Ugh.
Hey, I can help you deliver soup. I donate a lot of time to charities.
Oh? Which ones?
The, Mario Brothers.
Ah, yes. The Italians do so many good works.
Just fix it so I can pick up the barrels of soup.
Now hold your horses, let's not get overeager. I drive the soup cycle in this town, and I'm not about to turn it over to an upstart. But if you're well connected with the local charitable institutions...
Yeah?
You can let me know when they're running low on soup.
Gee, thanks.
Did you finish the story you interviewed me for? About Carl Sagan?
Yes, but those pig-headed editors at the paper rejected it. They said my story was slanted, and that I was glorifying a suspected arsonist. As if their stories aren't always glorifying the criminal vermin that run this town. This whole thing makes me so mad I could spit. Though of course I never would. There's an ordinance against it, and it's so untidy.
And unsanitary.
What's the Stay Sober Society?
You haven't heard of the SSS? They do the most marvelous work, taking hopeless drunken bums and turning them into former hopeless drunken bums. I'm one of the founding members. And not to say that I was ever, well, you know. Anyway, we've all met in the cellar of the Sisters of Mercy, but for some reason the new managers don't want us down there, so we're stuck. We've got nowhere to meet.
I know a place where the Stay Sober Society can meet.
Oh? Where?
You can meet in the park.
No, that's no good. Too many of the members sleep in the park.
Ah. A little awkward.
I know a place where the Stay Sober Society can meet.
Oh? Where?
You can meet over there in the jailhouse. I think they have an empty cell.
No, the jailhouse has bad associations for some of the Stay Soberites.
Yeah, obviously. That was
I know a place where the Stay Sober Society can meet.
Oh? Where?
Marty, that's a terrible idea.
You can meet in the Speakeasy, the one that got bombed last Wednesday.
Wouldn't that be poetic irony? But I'm not sure the building is structurally safe.
I know a place where the Stay Sober Society can meet.
Oh? Where?
The Brown residence.
You mean Judge Brown's place?
Yeah, I happen to be good friends with his son Emmett, and he's told me the judge would love to lend his place out for, you know, good causes like yours.
Really? Why, that's the most generous, public-spirited offer I've received in a month of Sundays. Please, tell your friend Emmett we accept. The meeting isn't due to start for a little while, so that'll give our people some time to set up.
I'm sorry about the way Einstein lit into you back there. I don't know what got into him.
Well, I hope you've learned to keep him under control.
Yeah, I found someone to keep him distracted.
Oh.
Very good. Now let's see if you know your multiplication tables.
As a matter of fact, I do know a local charity that's running low on soup.
Oh? Who?
The orphanage.
My, how those little ragamuffins can eat.
Bye.
All right, Edna, just think of all those poor unfortunates and hold your nose. Mr. Donnelly!
Okay, bye. Alright, so, let's see.
What the hell, Matches? You got kiwi all over my socks!
Sorry, boss.
Get out of here! How about you?
Huh?
I'm sitting at a shoe shine booth. You walk up. Either you're here to shine my shoes, or you got a death wish. Which is it?
I guess you won't talk about your business.
Why not? I got nothing to hide. I recently acquired controlling interest in the Sisters of Mercy Soup Kitchen.
Soup kitchen, an odd line of business for a guy like you?
I like soup. Plus, I got a heart as big as all out boys. But a little hard. I want to see myself in the toes.
I'm looking for a guy named Arthur McFly. He's my, sort of a relative.
Well, he's my employee. He's very busy today.
Arthur's boss. You know where he is, right?
He's at the, office.
Where's the office?
I forget.
That's helpful.
So when do you think Arthur will be leaving the office?
When I tell him he can leave the office. Hey, you're Mr. Spy.
It's alright.
Isn't that Arthur McFly's hat you're holding?
It was McFly's hat. Now, it's my peanut ball.
That doesn't seem very sanitary.
Could I buy Arthur's hat off you?
Could you keep your mind on your work, huh? Shoeshine boy? I'm hanging on to my peanut ball.
Can I have some peanuts?
Why not? I'm a magnanimous kind of guy. Go ahead, knock yourself out.
Don't mind if I do.
All right, break time's over. Back to work.
How come you won't let the Stay Sober Society hold their meeting in the cellar of your soup kitchen?
We got other plans for that cellar, and it don't necessarily involve staying sober.
Hey, I represent United Charities of Hill Valley. Can you authorize me to pick up soup from your establishment and deliver it to some very deserving souls?
Nah, that Strickland dame's got the charity racket pretty much locked up. No point in giving her competition.
Edna Strickland thinks your soup kitchen might not be on the up and up.
That dame gets on my nerves. Got a great pair of gams, though.
Yeah. Alright, shall we,
So, one more thing about that hat.
You're testing my patience, boy.
I sure could go for some peanuts.
Lucky for you, I'm in a giving mood.
Hey, kid!
Yeah?
What the hell is that?
Hey!
What'd you do?
Give me that hat, you lousy crook!
Emmett!
Oh yeah, great idea, Marty. Put Emmett's younger self in the crosshairs of a dangerous mobster.
Emmett!
Nobody makes a monkey out of Kid Tannen! Hey!
I wonder if he hates manure.
Ow! Fix me up!
Where'd you learn how to move like that?
Sandlot football. They used to call me the Streak.
Get out!
Alright. So let's see. We got Artie's hat. We can probably use that to track him.
You have to deliver a lot of subpoenas?
Father's always sending me out to do these dirty jobs. He wants to expose me to different kinds of people. All he's exposed me to is a lot of new curse words.
Ugh.
If serving subpoenas is such dirty work, why don't you just say no?
Look, what's the worst thing that can happen to me on this job?
You could get shot.
Yeah, well, believe me, that's nothing compared to what I'll get if I mouth off to my pop.
Any idea where we could find Artie?
Not a jot. If only we had a way of tracking him.
If only.
This subpoena's for Arthur McFly?
Have you seen him?
For a few seconds in the soup kit, but I think he's gone back into hiding.
Brilliant deduction, Einstein.
What do you know about Arthur McFly?
Certified accountant. Graduated Hill Valley 5 classes ahead of me. Seems like a nice fellow, actually.
How did he get mixed up with a guy like Kid Tannen?
Who knows? Sometimes people find themselves stuck in situations they can't get out of.
How about Kid Tannen? What do we know about him?
He's loud, he's obnoxious, he's not very bright, and he doesn't like anybody getting in his way.
Yep, that's a Tannen, all right. This might be a stupid question, but couldn't you have designed your rocket-powered drill to run on fuel that, isn't illegal?
Illegal? What does law have to do with science? Science has its own laws. You, of all people, should know that.
But couldn't you tweak your engine design a little so it runs on something else?
Like what?
I don't know, Gas, maybe?
Gasoline? Yesterday's news. You'll see. By 1940, automobiles will all run on pure alcohol.
Oh, Emmett.
Some of us down at the patent office are wondering, what made you think of a rocket-powered drill?
Ah, that'd be Journey to the Center of the Earth by Jules Verne. It was a revelation.
Yeah, that's kind of what we figured. Have you read The Time Machine?
H.G. Wells? Not yet, but it's on my list.
We'll get that subpoena delivered, or my name isn't...
Michael Corleone!
Yeah. My grandpa may be a little wimpy, but he's got great taste in hats.
It is a nice hat.
I need to get this subpoena into Arthur McFly's hands, so young Doc will have the time to help me bust old Doc out of jail.
Exactly.
Hey, honey, come here for a sec, boy.
We've done this trick before.
Hey, boy, can you find the guy who belongs to this hat?
And now he's going to lead us to a peanut.
Where's he going?
Only one way to find out.
Gotta say, teaming up with young
Deja
Doc.
vu.
That is deja vu. Gotta say, teaming up with young Doc, or young Emmett, I guess, when I first played this game is not something I saw coming. It was a nice little tweak on the lore.
Thanks for bringing us here, boy. We'll take it from here.
Yeah? Who is it?
It's McFly!
Shh, I know! Hey, Arthur, can you come down a minute?
Do I know you?
I'm your mother's great-nephew.
You mean my second cousin?
Yeah.
Glad to know you, but I can't leave this building till the boss says so. He's given strict orders. Sorry. Some other time.
Rude.
Need any help?
Never mind.
What now?
It's me again. Please come down.
Why?
We've got something for you.
It's a
subscription to the Accountant Weekly. He won't come out if he knows why we're really here.
No, right.
Ha! I'm not interested. And besides, the boss won't let me leave the room. Sorry. Some other time.
I really wish I wouldn't zoom in on his face like that. It's a little distressing.
What now?
It's me again. Please come down.
Why?
We've got some important information for you, but we can't yell it. It's private.
Then put it in a postcard and send it. I'm stuck up here till the boss tells me I can leave. Sorry. Some other time. What now?
I'll give it back to him after I give him the subpoena.
Oh, okay. Tape recorder probably won't help right now.
Need any help?
Never mind.
Maybe we can use it on Kid Tannen.
It's me again. Please come down.
Why?
We represent the law.
You don't want to go against the law, do you?
No, but I don't want to go against Kid Tannen either. And he ordered me to stay put till he gives the word. Sorry. Some other time.
Well, we know where to find him.
Psst, Doc. Your younger self needs 190 proof booze to fuel his rocket drill.
Oh, that could be a problem.
I know, we're both underage.
Underage, nothing. It's 1931 and alcohol's been outlawed throughout the country. Are you sure you're about to graduate from high school?
I'm kidding, Doc. It was a joke.
A joke? If I live to be 100, and I almost have, I'll never understand a teenage compunction to make a joke out of everything.
I hate to tell you, Doc, but your last time departed display is on the fritz.
It is? So how did you find me?
I found one of Edna Strickland's shoes in the DeLorean.
How did one of her shoes get in the DeLorean?
Einstein took it from her.
He did? How strange. ID almost never attacks people. Not without a good reason, anyway.
Alright, we've
Hang in there,
already been
Doc.
through this. Just for shits and giggles.
I don't want to record them right now.
Oh, fine. No giggling.
We'll get that subpoena delivered. I don't want to record them right now.
Okay.
I'm not so sure I want to stay in a place that welcomes transients.
Well, well, look who's back. They say rats always return to the scene of the sinking ship. Get 'em, Matches. Come down from there, you son of a bitch! Right now! What do you think you're doing up there, you scrawny little runt? Get down here right now!
Thank you.
Don't make me angry, Smucko! Get down here and face the music!
I don't think they're
You
in a
can't get
talkative
away that
mood
easy.
right now.
Nobody puts one over on Kid Tannen and lives to tell about it. You're dead
I don't
meat,
think they're in a
twerp.
talkative mood
Better
right
start
now.
composing your epitaph now, because I'm gonna carve it into your face in bullet.
Einstein, help!
Lay off! Get away from me, you crazy mutt.
Go away, dog. We're busy here. Go on, scram. Hey, where'd he go?
You let him get away, idiot!
Yeah, idiot. Well, that was fun. Alright. That should be all the convincing that Arthur needs, I believe.
What now?
What do you think you're doing up there, you scrawny little runt? Get down here right now!
It's Kid. Right away, boss. Where's Kid?
Arthur McFly?
Yeah?
Got something for you.
Thanks. A subpoena?
Ordering you to appear in court and provide evidence in the investigation into...
Kid Tannen? Take it back!
You can't get rid of it, Mr. McFly. Once you've been served, it's your duty to report to the court at the earliest possible time. Failure to do so could lead to a warrant for your arrest.
Arrest! But Kid'll kill me. Stupid Artie. Holy cats, what am I gonna do?
I suggest you avail yourself to the protection of the court.
Oh gosh, oh gosh.
Oh gosh. Alright, well, that sorts out Emmett's little problem. One of them, anyway. Now we just have to get him some booze.
I hate doing stuff like that. But I won't have to much longer.
No?
Once we get that 190 proof alcohol and build my rocket drill, my future will be set and I'll be able to quit this crummy job.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
We'll score that hooch somehow.
I'll keep cogitating.
You do that. I'll actually do something. Alright, let's go have a better look at this soup kitchen, shall we? We'll have that Back to the Future music.
Hey, cue ball.
What?
The truck just arrived with a fresh shipment of, soup.
Soup?
Well, this is the regular soup, and this is the special soup.
Right. Special.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm spicing up the soup. It's my secret recipe.
Listen, this ain't the Savoy, and we ain't here to feed these bozos no fancy soup. The boss has got a business to rebuild, so knock off the goofing and mind your post.
All right. Just try the soup.
Oh, that poor
Well?
man.
I can see why you want to keep this a secret.
Okay, let's figure this out.
Excuse me.
You talking to me?
So this place used to be a soup kitchen.
What do you mean used to be? Despite recent changes in ownership, this joint is still available for the purposes of distributing food to the needy and the not-so-well-to-do. And no other purposes whatsoever.
Right. What's a tough guy like Kid Tannen doing running a soup kitchen?
Mr. Tannen purchased the soup kitchen from the Sisters of Mercy in an effort to repair his reputation as a respectable community figure after his fine name was besmirched by the malignant and malicious the actions of the misguided vandals that done burned down his place of business.
His speakeasy.
I cannot confirm nor deny any claims of so-called illegal bootlegging at the... Just eat your damn soup, pipsqueak.
You haven't given me any soup.
Could I have a bowl of soup?
We're a soup kitchen. What do you think?
What kind of soup is this? It tastes like...
Scrolle ribolita?
I was gonna say week-old cabbage.
Everyone's a critic. Look, all I got to work with is this 2-bit soup in a barrel and spice rack that hadn't been restocked since the Coolidge administration. What do you think I should do to perk this slop up?
Let's see. Have you tried... giving the soup a little heat, maybe?
Why, is it getting cold?
No, I mean, like chili powder. Muy caliente.
Oh, bit of a tough guy, huh? Actually, I like it spicy too, but it's gotta be edible for the common folks.
Come on, a little dash isn't gonna kill anyone.
Aw, heck. You got moxie, kid. Let's spice it up a bit, shall we?
I like chili. Okay, now what?
Looks like these pipes go into the basement. I better not talk to him. I don't want to mess up his timeline.
This guy's timeline, we're perfectly fine with.
Huddle up, Emmett.
Huddle?
Just listen up for a second. Any ideas about how to get the hooch?
Hooch?
The alcohol, Emmett.
One might come to the conclusion that the hooch is being hidden in some of those barrels.
You're probably right, but which ones?
Now, if I could get my hands on some of those barrels, I could weigh them and compare their specific gravity.
Specific gravity? Come on, Emmett. Kids' goons aren't going to let us do an experiment on their barrels.
No, I suppose you're right. We'll just have to ask the guy behind the counter.
What? Ask him if any of his barrels are filled with illegal moonshine? Get real here.
Well, I imagined a modicum of subtlety would be used.
Subtlety, right. Emmett, I can't get into the door over there. Those tables are jamming it shut.
The door? So your plan is to just waltz in there and take a barrel of alcohol?
No, of course not. That would be stupid, right?
I'll say.
Still, I'd like to get that door open. I can't do anything from out here.
Well, it's a simple matter of physics. A lever, some sort of stop. Let me see what I can come up with.
Lazy hands make a man poor, but diligent hands bring wealth. Maybe that's my problem. Lazy hands. There's no way I'm gonna keep that door open without some help.
What is it, kid?
Why is the soup in a barrel?
'Cause it's hard to ladle off the floor?
Mind if I look around a bit?
No.
Okay. I've got some more ideas about your soup.
Do tell.
Let's see. Have you tried paprika?
Paprika?
I just think it could use a little color.
Color?
Eureka!
Eureka? Eureka?
Emmett.
Yes?
Oh, that's interesting.
Just a little mechanical ingenuity. In the end, the door is open.
Yeah, good job. We'll score that hooch somehow.
I'll keep cogitating.
I hope Doc Jr.'s thingamabob holds out. Pretty neat, Doc. Nope. I'm still not getting through here. But at least those tables are propped up now. Pretty neat, Doc. Nope. I'm still not getting through here. But at least those tables are propped up now.
Alright. What if he moves that trolley again?
What is it, kid?
I still think the soup needs more flavor.
Oh. Don't get to actually give him ideas this time? Okay.
Pretty neat, Doc. Nope. I'm still not getting through here. But at least those tables are propped up now.
Okay. That doesn't seem to have done much, does it?
Hey, where do you think you're going?
The kitchen?
The kitchen's for management only, rummy.
Here we go. Right, he was waiting for me to not be watching. Okay, so clearly the ones on top of that trolley are the ones with the illegal booze in them, while the ones on the table there are probably actually soup. So we need to get the trolley to tip one onto the table. Why do I have my inventory? Nothing here. Yeah, let's give this to Emmett just for funsies.
Doc's notebook doesn't belong to him. Okay, actually, it does belong to him, but not yet. In any event, it's probably a really bad idea to give him a book full of all the things he hasn't invented yet.
Marty, you are no fun whatsoever. Alright, let me think.
Yes?
Obviously, this kitchen isn't the speakeasy.
Indeed. This must be some sort of front meant to cleverly and legally obfuscate the existence of a hidden establishment of ill repute. Perhaps in the basement.
Right. That might explain the elevator. We'll score that hooch somehow.
I'll keep cogitating.
Maybe I should ask for some help. Yeah, but...
I hope Doc Jr.'s thingamabob holds out. I hope Doc Jr.'s thingamabob holds out. Pretty neat, Doc. Nope. I'm still not getting through here. But at least those tables are propped up now. What about those barrels?
What about them?
What kind of soup is that?
It's not it's special soup.
What's special about it?
It's made for grown-ups, kid.
A soup for grown-ups?
That's right, kid. Be nosy. See where it gets you.
I still think the soup needs more flavor.
I'm pretty sure he'll notice if I try to go under the counter flat, but let's give it a try.
The kitchen's for management only, rummy.
Whoa!
This pipe. Oh, I know. There we go.
Ah, Miss Strickland. Come for some more soup?
Come now, Mr. Donnelly. You know I wouldn't set one foot in this mockery of all that is good and decent if the poor of Hill Valley weren't so dependent on Mr. Tennant's overblown show of generosity.
Was that a yes?
Just give me the soup before I gag on the hypocrisy.
I'll tell the boss you said hello.
I'll just bet you will.
Edna picked up the barrel of hooch. Now all I have to do is to get it from her somehow. Hey, Miss Strickland.
Oh, hello, Mr. Corleone. I'm afraid I haven't much time. The meeting of the Stay Sober Society is due to begin very soon.
You asked me to tell you if one of the local charities is running low on soup.
Does somebody need a visit from my soup cycle?
The Stay Sober Society.
That's right. They'll soon be gathering at the Brown estate, and we haven't provided refreshments. I can't get over the generosity of your friend Emmett volunteering his father's house for our meeting.
Huh? Wait there! Michael! What in the name of Thomas Alva Edison do you think you're doing?
Don't you get it? You need alcohol to run your drill, right? Those bootleggers at the soup kitchen won't let us get our hands on any of their hooch. But we can get Miss Strickland to pick it up for us and deliver it right to your door.
No, out of the question.
Why?
I can't just let strangers invade my parents' house. What do we know about these people?
They're sober. It says so right in the name.
Well, okay, but Pop needs his peace and quiet at the end of the day. This meeting is sure to be too noisy for him.
They'll be quiet. You'll be quiet, right?
Oh, yes! I play my tambourine very softly.
You hear that?
Yes, but...
But what?
But it's still impossible.
But I promised Miss Strickland. It means so much to her.
The answer is still no.
But think of the Stay Sober Society. What'll happen to them?
They can all fall off the wagon for all I care.
Okay, forget the whole thing. We don't have to test your rocket-powered drill tonight.
We don't?
No. I'll take the train back to Washington and I'll tell the folks at the office to give the patent to Dr. McCoy.
Wait! You will instruct the members of the society to wipe their feet before they come inside.
Then you are Emmett Brown. I thought as much. You have such a righteous face. Edna Strickland, I don't know how to thank you for your generosity.
Pleased to meet you.
The feeling is mutual.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Thank you, Mr. Silver.
You worry too much, Emmett. Well, we've served the subpoena and gotten a barrel of booze delivered to your house. Looks like we're off to your lab to build your rocket drill. You do have a lab, right?
What kind of future patent holder would I be without a lab? Come on.
Doc! I'm off to get the rocket drill.
Good.
Come on, let's go. Time waits for no man.
No kidding.
Are you sure this will work, Emmett?
Don't let the ramshackle nature of my laboratory fool you. If all goes according to plan, we'll soon be in possession of the most powerful rocket fuel known to man.
That's great. How?
Well, it's very simple. This crankshaft induces a powerful direct current into the electrolysis chamber, producing hydrogen, which must be periodically released into the primary distillation barrel. While tending to the hydrogen, we'll also need to regularly sprinkle these shredded protein flakes into this aquarium of tuber bacteria to generate the necessary nitrogen to catalyze the reaction.
Cool.
What?
Oh, hot! Extremely hot! The temperature of the reaction must be kept at a steady temperature of 623 degrees Kelvin by carefully pumping these bellows. Any questions?
Emmett? Why is there a brace of drunkards gathering on our lawn?
Sweet fancy Moses, it's my father!
So?
So, he doesn't know I'm engaging in acts of scientific exploration in here. He thinks this is where I go to pour through my law books.
Oh.
You tend to the reaction. I'll try to get rid of him.
Tend to the what? Can't we just start over after he's gone?
It's too late. The reaction's already started. Don't worry. I'll try to help you out where I can.
But...
Emmett?
Coming, Father! Father!
Don't you father me, child.
Oh boy.
I don't know what's eating you, Father, but I wish you would go on a diet.
Eating. Okay. Bacteria. Hey.
Pressuring me to be something I'm not.
Pressure? Yes, okay.
Why don't you go feed the ducks, Father? Excellent. Now twist the valve there. Great. We're about a quarter of the way home.
Emmett, get back here!
Don't you have a release valve on your mouth somewhere?
I hope someday.
Stop being such a crank!
Crank.
Can't you see this is eating me up inside?
You're going to find out why we
Do you call a room full of lawyers trapped in a burning building a good start? This may come as a shock to you, Pop, but not everyone wants to be a lawyer. Halfway there.
Emmett!
Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
Oh, maybe your burning passion, Father, but it is not mine.
Von Brauns have been officers of the court since God's heavenly spark first gave rise to man.
This isn't food for thought, Pop. It's gruel.
Pressure? You're a child. You don't know anything about pressure.
Oh god, they're trying to give me false
You're always
objectives.
bellowing at me. Why won't you release me from your unattainable expectations? There is a flame inside me that cannot be quelled by your legalistic gobbledygook,
Oh
Father.
god, he's going too
Why
fast.
don't you ever listen to me? Why don't you go feed the ducks, Father?
What are they feeding you in that school of yours?
Almost there.
Emmett!
Coming, Father! You know who invented fire, Pop? I don't know either, but you can be damn sure it wasn't a lawyer. Is it my fault if I don't get a spark out of laws and statutes? The hotter you get, the more I know I'm right. You don't get to control my life just because you fed and clothed me for 17 years. Lawyers are nothing but a bunch of hot air. There, I said it. One great thing ever generated by a lawyer. If you don't like my performance at the courthouse, then fire me. You really want to vent our dirty laundry in public like this? Stop getting so hot under the collar, Pop. Should I honor your wishes? You treat me like common bacteria. There is a flame inside me that cannot be quelled by your legalistic gobbledygook, Father. I'm afraid we'll have to take this up later, Pop. My soup's about to boil over.
What? This isn't over, young man.
Whew.
Are you okay? You and your dad sounded...
It was an argument we should have had a long time ago. We... No!
What?
Eureka! Now all we gotta do is fuel up the old rocket power drill, and you and I can...
I can take it and go.
But don't you want to test it first?
No time. The last train for DC leaves in just a few minutes.
All right. You've got to get this baby to the U.S. Patent Office.
Exactly.
So tell me, Michael, when can I expect to hear back from the Patent Office?
Oh, in about, I'd say...
Awkward.
I can't.
Huh?
Emmett, I'm not from the patent office.
I don't understand.
I lied to you, but I didn't want to. It was the only way I can get you to trust me. See, there's somebody who's in big trouble. Someone very important to me, to both of us. I can't tell you who, but I need to save him tonight, and I need your invention to do it. I'll get it back to you, I promise. And, Emmett, you're gonna be a great inventor.
Wait! Keep the throttle at about 8.
Okay, Doc, I got the drill. Now let's get you out of here. Come on, start.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Mr. Corleone! You're too late!
Too late? But Doc's not supposed to be... Doc!
They're moving him to another facility for safekeeping! Oh, I better go get a quote from the police chief.
Paddy wagon intercepted. Suspect slain. And they're still after him. But how am I gonna rescue him now? At least the rocket part came out of this in one piece.
This is a very bad idea. And I love it.
Alright, I'm coming, Doc. You're still in danger, Doc. I've got to get you out of here.
What's that?
I said you're still in danger.
Never mind, never mind. Get me out of here, and we'll talk later.
Okay, padlock.
Don't worry, Doc. I'll get you out.
Be careful, Marty.
I'll be back.
I'll wait right here.
You sure will. That might be useful. Oh god.
What's he doing here? Keys. The window's shut tight.
This could be useful.
It's a tire iron.
I mean, you don't need to sound so excited about it.
It's an antenna. Why on earth would I want to whack that with a tire iron?
Why not?
Kid Tannen's driving the truck.
Kid Tannen? That explains a lot.
Keys are on the dashboard, but I can't reach them.
You need a protraction appurtenance.
What?
A reach extender.
I'll be back.
Well, good thing I have something for that, isn't it? I find it very hard to believe he would have been able to do that whilst hanging on the side of the vehicle.
Keys. How do I get him?
Nope. Yeah, right past Kid's face. I'm sure this will work out just fine.
Gotta set up a distraction. I need a distraction.
Leave it to me! Hey, driver! You're driving too fast! Watch how you take those curves! What are you trying to do?
Oh.
Kill me!
Not quick enough.
Dang it. Oh, go back. Go back. Go back.
Can you distract him again?
No problem! Hey, driver! I demand to know where you're taking me, and how long I object to your tone of voice, and I find this seat distinctly uncomfortable. Do you have a pillow I can sit on? Hey, I'm talking to you, driver. Don't ignore me.
You!
Ah!
Phew. Thanks, Doc. I guess that's why they call you the Streak.
How did you know that?
I have my sources. These better open the paddy wagon or we're screwed. Stand back, Doc.
Marty! Ah!
Oh, God.
How you doing, Doc?
Hang in
Eat
there!
lead, Sagan.
Oh, right. I think I got something for this.
Ow! Son of a bitch!
Great. Well, what the hell am I gonna do with that? Oh, right. The shackles.
I got the gun. What now?
Try not to aim it at my head!
A guy could get hurt with one of these things.
No kidding.
Oh! This is a rescue!
That's the idea. Doc!
God!
Got any ideas?
Doesn't, but none of them are applicable to this situation!
So what do we do now?
I was hoping you knew!
Why couldn't your younger self have built us a hoverboard?
They won't be invented for another 84 years!
Doc, the throttle!
Why? Oh!
Ah, look at that. Perfect time. Oh, how convenient.
Doc, are you okay?
I'm fine. But I wonder what sorts of bizarre repercussions my younger self's invention of a flying bicycle will have on the timeline.
Did you know that would happen?
I had a suspicion. I never could keep those rockets from exploding.
How did he get
So,
alcohol in
what
the
do we
old
do
time?
now?
Now we get back to 1986 before our interactions with the past inevitably cascade into a calamitous future. Where'd you leave Einstein?
Doc?
He's not in the pound, is he?
No, but I think we've got bigger problems right now.
Great Scott!
Da, 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 da. Told you we were in for some wacky cliffhangers, didn't I?
What's happening?
I don't know. We'll have to be careful not to run into ourselves.
Hey, fellas.
All right, McFly. Let's go see the boss.
History says Tanner will be arrested by a rookie cop by the name of Danny Parker.
I fear that nothing will save Hill Valley from descending into the fires of chaos and corruption.
Nothing is over until Kid Tannen says it's over.
Get Tannen. It was Tom Wilson. It wasn't Leah Thompson as Lorraine. That's good music. Alright. So, been going about 2.5 hours now, so I don't think it's worth starting episode 2 tonight. I think this is a good place to finish for the evening. Thank you very much for watching, if you have. I will be back same time next week, 8 o'clock Australian Eastern Standard Time, and we will start Chapter 2 of the game and find out what Marty has done to attempt to wipe himself out of the timeline, and if he can fix it. I mean, hopefully he can. You know, he's the main character of the game and all that. So, down below you will find links to my YouTube channel, where I will now post this to archive, along with all my other streams. Yeah, have a look, see if there's anything there you might enjoy. As I was saying to Sacred Stump earlier, I played through the first 3 Monkey Island games, and done some retro gaming and stuff in there as well. Last week it was... what was it? Oh, it was the Lucky Dime Cable with Donald Duck. Yeah. I was thinking about actually working my way through the Illusion series of Disney games. But then I decided, no, Back to the Future. Yeah, so all my old streams go up on my YouTube channel. Feel free to check it out. You might find something there you enjoy. Did a big marathon of the Batman Arkham series last year, which is probably my most fun work, I think. I like those games. And there's also a link to my Twitter down below, which will let you know when I go live. Alright, thanks again for watching. Take care of yourselves, and I hope I'll see you back here next week. Same time. Take care of yourselves.